welcome. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about Laga Matras. Now, for those of you who do not know, a Laga Matra is just a vowel. So in English, we have vowels. In Punjabi, we have Laga Matras. And in English, as you know, vowels do a bunch of things. Vowels are used basically to add sounds to a letter. Vowels are used to help us make words because they're combined with other letters. And in some instances in English, interestingly, vowels are actually used to modify or change sounds of other letters. And Punjabi is a whole lot simpler than that. Okay, in Punjabi, we have vowels, and the vowels are used to add sounds or to make words. And then in Punjabi, we have what are known as, I would call them sound modifiers, that'll modify or change the sound that a letter makes so that you don't have the same complexity of rules like we do in English, right? So in English, there'll be all sorts of changes that occur based on how vowels go together. Well, in Punjabi, that's not the case. It's actually much simpler, but there you just got to know some sound modifiers. I'm not going to talk about this other than just to introduce this to you. Instead, let's just get right into some vowels and start learning our vowels. Okay, here we go. So Kannaa is a vowel. Kannaa looks just like this. It's like an itty bitty T. And Kannaa makes a sound which is the long ah or ah sound. Now, I don't have any Punjabi words, so in this, I'm going to use some English words. So here's an example, okay? The word star. Let me go a little exaggerated. Star, ah, far. Something's far away. Ah, far. It's that long A sound. Bar, ba, ah, ar. Okay, to get the gist of it, very much longer A sound. All right, next. Since we don't have a whole lot of Laga Matras and a whole lot of akkar, the only akkar we've got is Haahaa. I'm going to combine Haahaa with Kannaa to show you what happens. So here's good old Haahaa. Haahaa all by itself, without any Laga Matras, any vowels, without any sound modifiers whatsoever to it. And now what I do is I add Kannaa right after it, next to it. So guess what? I get Ha. Over here, Haahaa, no Laga Matras, no sound modifiers, no vowels, no nothing. Huh. Haahaa, Kannaa, ha. All right? What I want you to observe is that Kannaa goes halfway down the letter. Okay? It does not go all the way to the bottom. And this is important because I'm going to come back to it later on in another lesson. But you want to keep your Kannaa halfway down because that's exactly where it belongs. All right? Here we go. Let's do a quick repeat. I want you to repeat after me. Are you ready? Here we go. Haahaa, Kannaa, ha. Haahaa, Kannaa, ha. Haahaa, Kannaa, ha. One last time. Haahaa, Kannaa, ha. Okay. Now, did you notice earlier I had a phrase like when I was describing Haahaa all by itself, I was saying, yeah, here's Haahaa without any Laga Matras, without any sound modifiers, without any vowels, and it makes the sound huh. Okay? Well, imagine me having to say that every time. So Punjabi actually simplifies it. Punjabi says, add the word mukta to say that whole bunch of blurb I said above. Okay? So here's an example. Haahaa, mukta, huh. I add the word mukta to Haahaa, and that tells you that it's all by itself, good old Haahaa. And so you don't have to remember a big phrase like here's Haahaa without any Laga Matras or without any sound modifiers or any other vowels, and it makes the sound huh. Instead, we say Haahaa mukta huh, and it just means when you see mukta, it says say the letter the way you learned it in the basic class. Don't add any other sounds to it. And so mukta, interestingly enough, is a Laga Matra. And it's so funny, but it's the first Laga Matra and it does nothing. Okay? Basically, it just says keep the original sound of the akkar that you learned in your previous lessons. Okay? And you may see it written as mukta or as a little m. All right. So with that, I think the time has come for us to do some writing together. So I'm going to switch over here to my handy dandy machine, and I'll be right with you in 2 seconds. Okay, so here we go. Here is our usual line. Remember, Punjabi's written left to right, top to bottom. So I'm going to grab a red pen, and I'm going to do yellow or green this time. So let's go. Get your pen and pencil. So start off first of all, and here we go. We go ha ha, ha ha, ha ha. There's ha ha, and Kannaa, ha, ha ha, Kannaa, ha. Let's do that in red just for the fun of it. And I'm going to try and make a much straighter line. Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha, Kannaa, ha. Remember, I'm doing this with a mouse, so with your pen and pencil, you should be able to do a much neater job than I am. Let's do that again. So again, note that I say the stuff as I am writing it, and that again locks it into our brain. Ha ha. One more time. Let's you and I do it together. Ha ha. Here's ha ha, and here's Kannaa, ha, ha, ha ha, Kannaa, ha. This time I'm going to go, this time I'll do red again just to make it more interesting. I'm going to write maybe a little bit bigger. Ha ha, ha ha, going down, going all the way around, forming my ha ha. And now I add my Kannaa to this. There's my Kannaa, and I've got ha. So here's the one thing I do want you to do. What I would like you to do this time around is I want you to practice and write out both ha and ha Kannaa, ha. So here's an example of it. I want you to say ha mukta, means nothing after it. Ha mukta, ha. And then ha Kannaa, ha. Okay, I want you to practice that because then you get used to saying ha mukta ha Kannaa, ha, because it is important for you to know that there is a distinction when you don't have the when you are mukta and you don't have any vowels or any other sound modifiers. Okay, so let me just go back to our main page here. That pretty much concludes our lesson for today. And what I'd like you to do, of course, is I want you to write the akkar, ha with Kannaa. I want you to write Kannaa by itself so you practice Kannaa even though it's simple. And as you're doing it, I want you to also practice ha mukta so that you get practice in all of those things. But what's most critical today is that each time as you're saying each of these things and writing them, say them while you're writing them. So if you're doing ha mukta, say it. When you're doing ha Kannaa, say that. And when you're doing ha whatever, make sure you write and say it so that it gets locked into your brain. Okay, that's the end of this lesson. I'd like to thank you for your time, and I hope that you will have a great day.